What if the crown of heavy-lift helicopters, the ultimate title of the king of strategic transport, was being contested not just by size, but by what truly matters in modern warfare? For decades, Russia has bragged about its Mi-26 Halo, the largest and heaviest helicopter in the world, a machine so massive it can lift tanks, artillery, even entire downed aircraft. But now, the United States has unveiled the CH-53K King Stallion, a helicopter not designed to beat records in bulk, but to dominate the future battlefield through technology, flexibility, and survivability. The question is, who really rules the skies of heavy transport? And has Russia, in its obsession with sheer size, missed the bigger picture of how helicopters must fight in the 21st century? The Mi-26 is a Cold War relic in the best and worst sense of the word. First flown in 1977 and entering service in 1983, it remains the largest helicopter ever built and mass-produced. With an astonishing maximum takeoff weight of 56 tons, it can carry a payload of 20 tons internally or slung beneath. That means it can lift an armored personnel carrier, a 120mm howitzer, or even another helicopter. Its cabin alone stretches nearly 12 meters long and 3 meters wide, a flying cargo hold capable of swallowing vehicles whole. To power this behemoth, the Mi-26 uses D136 turboshaft engines, each producing 11,400 shaft horsepower. Its 8-bladed main rotor, with a span of over 32 meters, looks almost surreal as it slowly churns the air, keeping this monster aloft. But as impressive as the Halo is on paper, it comes with heavy costs. Its maximum speed is only about 295 kilometers per hour. Its combat radius around 800 kilometers without refueling. More importantly, its huge profile makes it an easy radar target. It guzzles fuel at a prodigious rate, requiring constant logistical support. And while it has performed spectacular feats lifting down aircraft in Afghanistan, delivering humanitarian aid in disaster zones, it is a lumbering giant. In modern contested airspace, filled with drones, manpads, and mobile air defenses, the Mi-26 risks being less a king and more a sitting duck. Now enter the CH-53K King Stallion. Unlike the Mi-26, the King Stallion is brand new. With its first flight in 2015 and entry into service with the U.S. Marine Corps in the early 2020s, it is technically smaller, maximum takeoff weight around 39.9 tons. Maximum external payload about 16 tons. On paper, that's less than the Mi-26's record-breaking 20 tons. But here's the twist: the Stallion can carry that 16-ton payload over long distances, in hot and high environments, and straight from ship to shore. In other words, it is optimized for the missions that actually matter in modern U.S. military operations. The King Stallion uses 3 General Electric T408 turboshaft engines, each producing 7,500 shaft horsepower for a combined 22,500 shp. That is more raw engine power than any helicopter in American history. With advanced composite rotor blades and a modern transmission, the CH-53K can carry a 27,000-pound, about 12-ton load 110 nautical miles, hover, and return safely, something the older CH-53E Super Stallion could not do. Its top speed is about 315 kilometers per hour, slightly faster than the Mi-26, and its range is around 840 kilometers, with aerial refueling extending it even further. But the true difference lies not in tonnage, but in design philosophy. The Mi-26 is raw Soviet muscle, lift the heaviest load possible, even if the machine is massive, noisy, and inefficient. The King Stallion is refined American precision, carry slightly less, but do so reliably, flexibly, and with survivability built in. Its fly-by-wire flight controls reduce pilot workload, allowing safer operation in complex conditions. Its digital glass cockpit integrates seamlessly with modern U.S. command networks. It is designed for shipboard operations, corrosion resistance, and easy maintenance with fewer crew hours. Every detail reflects lessons learned from decades of expeditionary warfare, from Vietnam to Iraq to Afghanistan, where reliability and flexibility mattered far more than bragging rights. Consider this comparison. The Mi-26 can indeed carry a light tank. But how often is that actually required in war? In most conflicts, what matters is rapidly moving troops, artillery, fuel, or supplies into forward areas, tasks where the Stallion excels. Its cargo bay is wide enough to carry a joint light tactical vehicle. Its sling system can lift Humvees or artillery, and it can do it from an amphibious assault ship in the middle of the ocean, delivering Marines directly into battle. That is not just transport. That is power projection. Then there's the issue of survivability. The Mi-26 was designed in an era when helicopters operated with air superiority. Today, no battlefield guarantees safety. The King Stallion incorporates ballistic protection, infrared suppressors, and advanced defensive avionics. Its smaller radar signature and agility give it a far better chance of surviving in contested airspace than the Mi-26's massive flying barn. Add in the fact that it can refuel midair and integrate into the Marine Corps' distributed operations concept, and you have a helicopter that fits perfectly into America's vision of future warfare. Maintenance and sustainability also matter. The Mi-26 is notorious for being difficult to keep flying. Spare parts are limited, and many of the airframes in Russian service are aging, some nearly 40 years old, with sanctions restricting Russia's access to modern components. The future of the Mi-26 fleet is uncertain. By contrast, the CH-53K was designed from day one for easier maintenance. Its digital diagnostic systems allow crews to spot problems before they become failures. Its modular components mean faster turnaround times. And as a brand new design, it will remain in production and supported for decades. The symbolism of each helicopter also tells a story. The Mi-26 was the Soviet Union's answer to a world where it needed to demonstrate sheer might, the biggest, the strongest, the most intimidating. And in humanitarian missions, from Chernobyl to earthquake relief, it earned respect as a machine that could do the impossible. But the CH-53K is America's answer to a different world, a world of fast-moving crises, expeditionary missions, and networked combat. It is not about being the biggest. It is about being the best for the missions that actually win wars. So who deserves the crown? If the definition of a king is simply size, then Russia's Mi-26 still wears the crown. It remains the largest helicopter ever built, a record unlikely to be broken. But if the definition of a king is the aircraft most capable of shaping battles, projecting power, and surviving the wars of tomorrow, then the crown has already passed to the CH-53K King Stallion. For the United States, it represents not just another helicopter, but a leap forward in heavy lift capability, one that will serve for decades as the backbone of the Marine Corps' ability to fight and win across the globe. Which brings us back to the question we started with: has Russia focused too much on tonnage, mistaking bulk for superiority? Perhaps, because in the harsh calculus of modern war, it is not about who can lift the heaviest tank, but who can deliver the right force, at the right time, in the right place, and bring it home alive. By that measure, America's King Stallion is not just a new contender. It is the future king of heavy lift aviation. So what do you think? Is the Mi-26 still the true monarch of the skies? Or has the CH-53K King Stallion claimed the throne with its advanced design and battlefield relevance?